back for the next episode of Pokemon Black. And, screw you, Bottles. Yep. Last episode, we completed everything to do that's possible on the left side or the previously explored regions. Except a couple of mix match things that really didn't have importance. But now, importance is a new route. Haha! Yep, totally new route. And totally, I am actually going to wait for this, frick-a-da-fook. Yeah, what he said. I'd also like to thank you guys, because somehow, apparently I got the good luck last episode, and that is the most liked episode of Black, Pokemon Black, which, that's like, boom, like mind explosions, like, 7 likes, which, I mean, hey, the most liked one, apparently you guys really like the Royal Unova. Which, I mean, sure, I totally like it too, it's Unova-ish. Unova-ish? By the way, that was Krogunk. That's a poison and fighting type. Hyper Potion. And what it does is it's quad resistant to stuff. And its typing is good, probably more offensively than defensively. And yeah, it's just pretty powerful. Its evolution is really good against rain, because it has an ability Dry Skin, and it kind of, like, counters a lot of Water-type Pokemon. So, it really is good against a lot of Water-type Pokemon. And then, once again, let's say it some more. We go from the great to the pathetic. Here is Rapidash, a fast physical fire type that has absolutely no physical moves on this world, except if you want to count Flame Wheel, and basically no coverage moves for crap. I mean, hey, if you want Wild Charge and Drill Run, knock yourself out. But for 100 attack, really not going to be using it. And then we go even down deeper in the ditch. Well, I mean, this is definitely better than Rapidash. Cacturn. This thing is a mixed grass dark type attacker, and it has speed for Zilch and defenses for Zilch, along with HP. But it was one of the predominant spikers of the olden days. So I mean, hey, you learned spikes. Sure. And Sucker Punch. Also a Sucker Punch, forgot to say that. And yeah, okay. Forgot to say it also has 115 physical and special attack as well. So this thing is definitely really strong in the attacking department. And now we go on to something middle of the road. Middle of the road? Yeah, middle of the road. Mantine. This thing is a water flying type like Gyarados. But instead of being offensive, this thing takes on the defensive stance of a water and flying type, having a massive special defense, basically soaks up all special defensive hits, except electric, which we see here, will basically obliterate it. Yeah, I've called it. But usually maybe against like other opposing waters, just against a lot of special defense or special attacking things, it really shuts down a lot of things. So that's one good thing about this family. You know what? I'm not gonna heal it up, or I'm gonna heal it up, but whatever. That's what I meant to do. I think I'll put Cable up in front. God, this is all new. All new experiences. Awful lot of nothing in here, isn't there? Woo. Dang. By the way, I've decided that there's just so many Pokemon in the grass that I'm probably just gonna explain them off the trainer encounters. Maybe at the end I'll do like I'll say like all the Pokemon that I've missed and what they do. I might do that, but even then I'm on the if and if about it. Okay, is everybody just from like France or something? I don't know. I don't know what that language is from. And Snover. When you think of the weather generation, you think of three weathers: sandstorm, sun, and rain. What you do not think about is the ugly duckling of the weather trio, the hail archetype. Why I say it's an ugly duckling is there's really nothing to go along with it. The only reason why you would think about that is okay. That's the one at KO. Bacon Bits is down now. Oh, this is going fantastic right now. That means I'm gonna go back to heal them. And actually, I'll stay on camera for that because the thing is I also need to get some revives and more hyper potions because I don't want to be down in the middle of a dungeon and basically me being down a lot. That basically there are very few abilities that go along with Hail. Hail does damage to the opponents unless they are an ice type that includes your team as well. And I mean, there's certain things to go along with it, like Snow Cloak, Ice Body. I think that really is it off the top of the head. There's nothing else I can really think of. I mean, in later games there was other stuff, but that was when Hail like kind of fell off a cliff. It's not the best weather. It's not the worst. And even the worst weather archetype definitely has gotten some use out of it. Just because it's still amazing, but it's just... Why am I doing this? It's just not the best of the archetype. But it doesn't mean it's not the worst thing in the whole entire world, because it's far from it. It's actually one of the best archetypes in the game. They've won a lot of competitive play and whatnot, so definitely is worth it. Is there anything? Nope. And now with the remainder monies, 35 more hyper potions. Nope. And now basically we got enough drives for the rest of the game. Which I mean, hey. Heyo. Me happy. Yep, repels effect wore off. Who cares? So this is one of the routes that requires waterfall, which I'm actually thinking now we're actually going to do now, because guess what? With Shell Smash, really, I have not been needing a lot of use. Shoot. I said I've not been really needing a lot of use for Aqua Jet. So, sorry old friends, but Waterfall is being taught, because I kind of need it. Kind of because it isn't terrible either. A large waterfall, use waterfall. Wow, look at that splash. And TM50 overheat. That is a 140 base power move, and it's a fire type move, but if it hits, your special attack gets lowered by 2 stages. So it's basically like if you're not going to be really using special attacks, and if you just want to do one massive outburst of damage and raw strength, this is basically where you get it. And I can't escape from a godforsaken basculin. Oh, okay. Like how it tried to do damage to me, though. It's like I'm popping another repel. And we're actually starting to get literally enough as a level that this dark grass is actually going to be the same exact level as us, so we might even have encounters with the repels. Which, that's totally great, and it's something that I totally want to see. I literally didn't even get to move a block. Dugong, and this is the water and ice type that people tend to forget. And why do I say that? Its attack stats are mediocre, HP's decent, defenses are decent, speed's eh. It has no attacking powers, really no moves to go with its defensive capabilities that are good. It has no recovery moves. It's just... Unless if it gets a lucky freeze, which in turn, yeah, freeze is kind of like sleep, but it's more annoying, and yeah, it kind of sucks more. And a lot more rare. Okay, can you... Thank you. Critical hit, Ice Beam. I swear if you do, you're gonna see some fighting words. You're gonna have some fighting words. Or we're gonna have something. Ah! Level 60. Nice. Pinsir. So Pinsir is a bug-type Pokemon from Gen 1. Once again, let's say it again. It is not the worst of all the bug-type Pokemon from there. It has good abilities, like its inability new coming out, Moxie. It has Mold Breaker. It has Hyper Cutter, which Hyper Cutter and Mold Breaker aren't good compared to Moxie. It has decent attacking stats, decent defense, mediocre speed. Or actually not mediocre speed, decent speed, mediocre special defense. It's an all-round, good bug type. And then we go to something, once again, that's completely worthless and you want to barf upon. The water and flying type that it makes it literally look like the worst type possible somehow, even though it's a fantastic typing, Pelipper. And why I say that is Pelipper is utterly pathetic. It's gonna one-hit KO me. Nope. It is utterly pathetic. Has 100 defense as its highest stat. I think its next highest stat is like 90 with special attack. Then its special defense is atrocious, attack is atrocious, speed's atrocious, HP's atrocious. It wants to be a physical type, water flying type, but, you know, the stats kind of held it back, like, badly. By I mean badly, I mean literally held it back, like, all entirely. It's that bad. It's unfortunate because, you know, it looks like a cool Pokemon. It could possibly well be a very cool Pokemon, but nope. Apparently, they just didn't really like it. I don't know. Crunch. More power to Crunch. Probably should have did with Crash now that I'm thinking of it. Yeah, I should have done the Crash. That was stupid. Nah, whatever. God. when I'm recording this, it's like 12 at night, so if you hear a yawn, sorry, it's kind of called like sleep deprivation. I mean, I might post this on the day, but I'm probably going to post it the next day. Or like, I don't know, I might do another one after this. Son of a... As you see there, I thought it was only that trainer over there with that said item. But no, I was entirely wrong, and this is what I call sleep deprivation. And I found a Protector that is evolving a certain Pokemon with trait evolution, and it evolves a certain Pokemon into another certain Pokemon from Gen 4. It is a Gen 4 evolution, because a lot of Pokemon from Gen 4 require trait evolutions, and in turn they require items in order to evolve to their next form. Okay, I'll stop talking like that because that's starting to get really annoying. To me. At Route 14. Okay, cool, don't care. Welcome to Village Bridge. Aquaman, how about this? A sound? You mud. What? Nature sinks into my body. Okay. This is definitely some calming music. And that music totally bunks it all over. Look how I said bunks. Oh my god, I just realized she has a full party. Zubat's the pre-evolution of Golbat, and the Golbat is the pre-evolution of Crobat. Now we know what a literal gnat is because we've seen the whole entire evolutionary line of it somehow. And Poison Fang. Poison Fang is a move where you can get badly poisoned just like Toxic, but it's a chance to do the badly poison effect, and it's not a 100% chance thing. Electrike, I'm just getting out there. You know, whatever. Electrike is the pre-evolution of Magnetric. I've already said last episode that it's a fast special attacker with basically nothing else to say to its name. Except next 2 games, or 3 games actually if you want to be specific, but next generation it gets a Mega Evolution, which is going to help it out immeasurably. But until then, it's kind of pathetic. Speaking of pathetic, Slugma. You think that Simisear is bad. You have no idea what the concept of bad is. This thing tries to be a slow, physically bulky Pokemon. You think about that and you're like, fire typing. That's decent, not terrible. It evolves into a fire rock type. And then you take a second glance and you're like, wait, say that again? It's quad weak to water and ground, where surfs, waterfalls, earthquakes, earth powers, and if godforsaken digs come everywhere around the corner. It's also weak to fighting, where fighting is just like prevalent in this game. Slugma, it actually has access to Shell Smash in this game, but even then, it's one of the worst Pokemon in this whole entire game, and there's nothing to say good about it. Except Shell Smash, and that's it. It's unfortunate, because you know Shell Smash wants to make every single Pokemon good, but its just speed is so pathetic. Now we go on a lighter note, Doduo. This is basically called better version of Pidove 24/7. And yeah, this is, as you hear me saying, this is a better version of Pidove 24/7. And it has a high speed, high physical attack, defense for beans, special defense for beans, special attack for beans. It's basically a very fast physical attacker, which that's what usually the normal flying type is stereotyped under. And now we go back down to weirdness, and we go into Nosepass, which is literally called Bulk Incarnate and nothing else. It has an ability called Magnet Pull, which cannot allow steel types to switch. And yeah, I mean, other than that, kind of not going to be doing anything. That was a critical hit. I am just going to be using a fully sword right about now because I'm not bothering. Yeah, even its evolution, it turns into a rock steel type, which, I mean, hey, that's not terrible. But then you take a look at its attacking stats, and then you look at its move pool, and then you look that it has no boosting moves. Well, no good boosting moves. And it's weak to quad, weak to ground and fighting, which I just said for Magcargo, earthquakes are bad enough, but forget if you're quad weak to fighting, you don't even deserve to live in this generation. Because with the Swords of Justice, the Conkelders, the Socks, the Throws, you throw in all these fighting types, Mienshous. You throw all these fighting types in the mix, along with old fighting types. Not gonna be that good. Just not. Nope. And we go even deeper down the ditch of the worst Pokemon in all of the world. Poochyena is basically the Patrat of Gen 3, and I'm not meaning this because it has a dark typing. It is literally pathetic. Okay, cool, it has Intimidate. Its high stat is 90 in its attack. It has 70 speed and 60 for defense, and special attack, and HP, I don't know. I think it's 60. It's pathetic. Pathetic! It has nothing. A light breeze will knock this thing over. It levels up, it evolves at level 18. That's how pathetic it is. Because it levels up so early. I will not say that for every single Pokemon because Gyarados is also good. Shoot, I forgot to do a repel. False. And Volibee. This is where you kind of get Volibee too. Pokeballs. Okay, should we run? Okay, you know what? This is why I gotta put on repel, because we can't have nice things here. We can't have nice things. Listen to my voice. Yeah. By the way, this is where you find leftovers, and leftovers is basically called Better Shell Bell 24/7. I don't know exactly, but it gives you... Shell Bell might give you more of a percentage, but it gives you less and less of a percentage than when you level up. So if you were like... I think if you were like level 5-ish, it would give you literally full HP. But for leftovers, it gives you more of a HP stat when you get higher into level, which is basically now. So, Shell Bell is kind of going to be useless now. I mean, like the guy singing. I was like, wait, did the music crash? Okay, Calcium. I actually never remembered this guy singing. Probably sing like, oh, hey, hee. Probably gonna say something and I'm gonna sound like racist, and then I'm gonna be like, no, I didn't mean it, I swear to God. But the... Fleet. I think that's an ocarina. But I have no idea what the heck to do with that. And another fight, of course, to muck up the song. And 4 Pokemon. And a Moongus. Oh, this is gonna go great, because guess who has Crash up first and is gonna be entirely shredded by a Moongus? Me? Okay, bye-bye. Come on, Atlantis. Let's show them your psychic power. And, of course, next special defense. Classic. And I also need to teach this thing Shadow Ball again. Ah. Why does it have to be Spore? Come on, unsleep yourself. Clear Smog. That gets rid of all boosts. Which, I mean, hey. Stat changes removed. Cool. Guess who doesn't care? Psychic. Dead. Next. Crash gained enough to get to level 60. Seviper. Under Minar. So, Seviper is... When I say bottom of the barrel, I am literally saying it is probably, if you're literally eating a delicate gourmet meal, it's probably the parsley that's on the bottom of the bowl that's under the sauce. It is one of the worst standalone non-evolution Pokemon out there. It can't evolve. It's pathetic. Why do you think I'm pathetic? It has good attack stats, yeah. It has good moves, yeah. Defenses, speed, HP. It will be knocked over by a light breeze and will not be able to outspeed anything. It's pathetic. Yes, if it actually somehow hits something, sure, it will be fine. And it would actually possibly even KO something. But it will basically have a 0.2% chance to ever do that. Even in literally the worst tiers of competitive play, it's pathetic. Ekans' evolution is better than it. Because it actually has Intimidate. It actually has good, not good stats. It actually has boosting moves like Coil. I also think that Seviper may have that, but doesn't have the stats to pull it off. Point being, there's literally so many poison types that outclass that thing 10 to 1. Going on to Ekans. Ekans has Intimidate. It's not the best poison type, but it's a hell of a lot better than Seviper, I'll give you that. And it has good moves like Gunk Shot, Glare. It doesn't have as good coverage as Seviper, but can actually live a hit, which is, you know, what a Pokemon should be doing. Now we're going over to an even better poison-type Pokemon. This is called Grimer, and this thing is slow AF, but can actually hit stuff with a vengeance. Or actually is bulky enough to actually possibly take off a hit. It's especially defensively bulky. It's, like, massively. I think it's like 100 special defense, which, I mean, for a Gen 1 Pokemon, whoo, that's good. But it's more of a offense-defensive mishmash role. It's actually good at doing it other than some two other Pokemon that I just explained. Cough, cough, Seviper, cough, cough. This I'm not doing. It's something that I'm totally gonna muck up with, and it's not gonna be worth it for me because I'm gonna look like an idiot. And nice long rest. Yep, healing. I'm gonna put Underminer up in front. I think Underminer and Guillotine are probably our strongest right now. And then, probably Atlantis. And it's probably a mix between Cable and Bacon Bits, and then probably Crash is probably the weakest, just because of its slow speed. It always has to take a hit first, in order to pop off the Shell Smash. But if it gets Shell Smash up, yeah. What the... Yep, and that girl's gone. I think she might be over at the... Nope, she's not the Fluke Guy. I was gonna say she might possibly be at the Fluke Guy. Fishing Club. Sharpedo. What the... Yeah, we'll never be back here. Or back at that house. or we'll cross all the bridges at Unova. Hey, we crossed another bridge. Headed off to the bridge we crossed. La 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 la. Toka-athlon. Oh god, that's from Johto. By the way, this is another place where you could get like soda pops, lemonades, fresh waters, all that, but really not going to be worth it just because, you know, we have access to hyper potions. Kind of outclass a 10-1. Oh, I heard it was built 200 years ago. Okay, cool. I mean, does this guy sing too? Because, like, singing is not terrible. What the hell was that? I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, it's genius. The old bridge was built. Yay, when my great-great-great-grandfather was around. Hey, cool. Probably add on another great to that for me. And now we're out. Probably never to come back here again, but still we're out. Grand Shuds me first. Ah, cute. It's like we just did that yesterday. And this is where the rain starts. This is basically where Bacon Bits is going to be kind of useless with its fire type coverage. Oh, come on. Please take a look. Yeah, I'll take a look. Oh god, we have 5. Shuppet. This is the pre-evolution of Bayonet. If you don't remember from the Dream Yard, this thing is awful, 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 and did I forget to say awful? That's basically Snatch is a move where if you use a stat boosting move or something that boosts you, this Shuppet will take it from you and use it for its own nefarious purposes. And now we go into Snorunt. So, basically, Snorunt can evolve into 2 different Pokemon. One Pokemon is complete god-awful with 80 stats across the board. And, you know, that really isn't going to be any good. Only semblance of viability that it could even muster is that it has spikes. But, basically, there's so many better spikers in this game. So, really don't want to be using it. And the other one is a fast, and basically one of the things that outclasses the 80 Pokemon across the board. It's a Ice and Ghost type, and actually is a fast spiker and uses powerful moves. Has lower attacks, still not terrible, but lower defenses, sorry, not lower attack. It's still not bad. So, that Fanfeet thing, that evolves into a bulky physical and physically bulky attacker with absolutely no speed, no special defense, and no special attack. Is that bad? No, not terrible. But it definitely has its own perks, like being very strong, like it has 120 physical defense, 90 HP, I think, and 120 physical defense. So, I mean, that's pretty good. So, can really hard press some physically bulky teams. But, still really good. Cacnea is the pre-evolution of Cacturne, which we've seen before. Skitty is a Pokemon from Gen 3 once again. That is completely forgettable, and you want to, once again, it is one of, it's probably, I'm going to say it's even worse than Survivor, so I'm probably going to say it's a molecule of a Parsley, and you don't want to be ever seeing it again because it's just terrible. Its attack stat is 70, while its special attack stat 65. It can't do anything. Why are you using it? Or, to be, frankly, to be better with it, why did Game Freak throw that thing under the bus so bad? And Energy Ball. So this is basically the grass type move that is pretty decent. And I would say probably a little bit more better than Grass Knot because it's not situational, determined on the weight. I don't think anybody can learn it at my team though, so I'm gonna say that with probably a Atlantis can learn it? I mean, more grass type coverage, and hey, it's better than Flash. And I mean, we don't really have like an all-around powerful, specially attacking thing. And I mean, probably when we go to the Elite Four, I'll drop Fly and I'll teach back Shadow Ball, probably. But for now, I'll just keep Fly. But if I ever had a full moveset, I'll drop Fly and just do Shadow Ball. Okay, so Underminer is still fine. And now we fight another one of these kids. Do you rely on the Pokemon Daycare? Nope, I've never relied on it once in my life. Makuhita. Makuhita is a fighting type, and it is... I think through this game, well, before this game, before Emboar came out, it's the only fighting type, pure fighting type, that has the highest HP stat. I think it's higher than Emboar, believe. And it doesn't have any it has very low, mediocre defense, not low. Pathetic speed, pathetic special attack, a really good attack. But its HP kind of makes it more of a bulky stereotype Pokemon. And now we go from zero to hero. God dang it, another Hercules reference. Riolu is a Pokemon that evolves into a Pokemon that, please forget about it, that appears in every single Pokemon social media known to man, and if it doesn't, what the hell is Game Freak doing? It even gets its Mega Evolution next. It has its own movies. It evolves into, I'll give you a hint, it's a Pokemon that I had got in Smash Brothers Ultimate, because, you know, it's in Smash Brothers 2, its evolution, and its evolution has really good mixed attacking stats, decent speed, decent bulk, decent HP, pretty good defensive typing, has access to Sword Stance, Agility, has access to God tier coverage like Meteor Mash, Ice Punch, I think Thunder Punch, Aura Sphere. The list can go on and on. You can smack on Earthquake. It goes on and on and on and on and on and on. And if I would explain it, forget it. There's too many things to explain about. Though its evolution, you need to evolve it in the daytime. I think with Happiness and its evolution doesn't really get a lot of moves. So, and we go into a very weird Pokemon. This Pokemon itself only has access to 4 moves, but when it evolves at level 20 into 3 separate Pokemon. One Pokemon, if it evolves into these Pokemon directly, it evolves into 3 different Pokemon. One with, if it has a higher attack stat than its defense stat. 2 if it has a higher defense stat than its physical attack stat. And 3 if its physical attack and special or physical defense are the same. And basically you can kind of see what they are exactly. Not really. The physically higher physical defense still has higher attack, doesn't really make sense. But I mean, it's more bulky. The mixed one is a mix of bulk and offense, and the attack one is all pure attacker. So they're like a mix of basically all what you want in a fighting type. One kind of bulky with a attack stat, one pure offenser, and one a mix of both. So that's the little quirks of all of them. Share the Sperry with your precious Pokemon. Set your Sperry. Okay, thanks. Lacunosa Town. I just want to fight these last trainers over here. If you hear the fan in the back, sorry about that. It's literally, I checked the temperature down here just because it's summer. No air conditioning. This place is 80 degrees without the fan, and I am not going to be in a non-air conditioned room without air conditioning, without a fan, in a basement without any windows. So it's kind of what the program. I'm kind of far away from it so that you don't really hear it, but I'll try to push it back like after this episode, but I'm not gonna bother now because it's a little too late for that. I don't even know what the heck that Pokemon was. I literally just O-coded so quick. By the way, this is the Bug and Ground type version of Wormadam. Wait, let me look up what the Pokemon was. I unpaused it, paused it so quick that it actually lagged. Actually, the Pokemon that it was, well, wow, it actually just smacked me with a Psychic. Interesting. Pokemon that it was is Paras. It's the pre-evolution of Parasect, and I've already explained about Parasect before, that how it's literally pathetic. And I think that there's these two trainers over here. And I will throw out Atlantis and Cable to take them down. And just in case, we have Guillotine and Crash in the back. Because, surprise, double battle. Surprise! And we have some Swoobats here. This is where Shadow Ball will actually come out pretty handy right now. This is where Discharge would actually become handy because he hits every single thing on the screen. Okay, that's Swoobat down. Swoobat No 1 is down. Swoobat No 2 is hitting me with a Psychic. One more hit for Swoobat No 3, and then we'll be done with that one. Why'd I say No 3? It's No 2. Abbreviation for number. And, yep. And now we have no more trainers. Next episode. Yep, because we're ending, because I'm not starting it off on something like this. Next episode, we're going to be exploring Lacunosa Town. We are going to be doing a new route. And potentially, not sure yet, it's either this episode or next episode, we're going to be getting a legendary Pokemon. So I hope you guys are ready for that. So I hope you guys smash that like button that you did for the last one. Go like all the for all the new likers and for all the people that like the old one, or the newest one that came out, like the old ones, wink, wink. And I will talk to you guys on the next one.